Yo. You know how we hold it down onward with SDE. I'm your host, William Osoro. And today's show, it's bigger than ever. Our artist for today is none other than all the way from Nigeria, Patoranking himself. Such a native, bro.
How is it, bro?
Karibu.
Yeah, something.
Do you know what your name would sound like if you were Kenyan?
I think I have an idea.
Tell me about it.
Wanyama. Wanyama, yeah, because I play football, you know.
You do play football?
Yeah, I do play football.
Professionally or just for
I play very well.
Now, if Patrick, in short, in Kenya, it's pronounced Pato. Can you try that? Pato.
Pato.
Pato. Welcome to the show. Now,
Thank
speaking to you earlier on, just a couple of us, you grew up in the ghetto and you likened the experience to Kibra.
Yeah.
So, how was it like, life in the ghetto?
It's like every ghetto, you know, it's not really easy. You know, you wake up, it's survival of the fittest. You wake up every day, you're like, God, I'm alive, thank you. You know, you always want to make it, you want to change your family, you want to take your family out of the ghetto, you want to take your friends out of the ghetto as well. So, it's like that.
Now, in Kenya, as much as life is hard in the ghetto, there are a few perks while you're living in the ghetto. For example, food is very cheap in the ghetto.
Yeah, we all know that.
So how was like the experience in terms of food and all that?
Oh yeah, cheap, everything cheap, but you know, because we all want a better life. You know?
I read somewhere, correct me if I'm wrong, at some point you, on your way up, you sold rat poison.
Yeah.
And you are also a bricklayer.
I did a lot of stuff, like I said, in the ghetto. You have to do, it's the survival of the fittest. So you have to do everything. Some people do bad to survive.
Yeah.
Some do good, which is very hard.
Yeah.
Good is me working, selling, you know, doing everything I can to support my family, you know, so.
So what are some of the challenges that hawkers go through that other people don't know about?
Come again?
As a hawker, were you hawking the rat poison or were you selling it at a specific shop?
I was walking, I was selling on the street, you know.
So what are some of the challenges you faced while walking in the street, in the traffic and everything?
Yeah, it wasn't really easy because, you know, it's a challenge. You know, every day has a different vibe. You know, sometimes you go, you may not sell anything. Sometimes you go and, you know, like raining, sometimes in the sun, you know. But we just have to do what we have to do because at the end of the day, I have to provide for the family. I have to support the family.
True that. In Kenya, you could say hustle ni hustle, meaning the hustle is the hustle.
Yeah.
Can you try that? Hustle ni hustle.
Hustle ni hustle.
Kabisa. Now, Buju, Fela Kuti, Lucky Dube, they played a role in influencing your music career.
Yeah.
Out of those, who would you say had the most impact?
All of them. Bob Marley. Yeah, Two-Face. I listen to a lot of people. I listen to music, you know, and I listen to music that speaks to people, you know. And when you see those people, they're not just musicians. They're like prophets, you know.
At some point, I read somewhere, starting out, your mom had an issue with you doing music, and at some point, she even cried. Is that right?
It's like every African mother. At first, when you want to go into music, they're like, no. We want you to go to school, you know, but nobody understands the dreamer than the dreamer. You know, for me, I have everything playing in my head. I knew this was my calling, you know.
What would you tell other African parents out there whose children are seeking to pursue careers in the arts generally?
Not just art. It should be everything about life, from education to anything they want to do. I just think they need guidance. They need love and they need mentoring and prayer.
And prayer.
Yeah.
True. In Kenya it's called maombi prayer. Could you say that? Maombi.
What?
Maombi. Yeah, true that. Now, one of the things that about your career is that your first hit that put you out there was Gallio. How much has it impacted your career? And on the same note, how was it like for Tiwa to reach out to you for the remix?
Gallio was actually not my first hit song. You know, my first hit song was Alibaika. Then I dropped Gallio after. And Gallio was a bigger song. You know, so I was just watching Tiwa on TV and she said she's a fan of my works, that she likes the song, and I'm a fan of Tiwa. So I reached out to her, easy. The song was recorded easy. We went to London, we shot a video.
You are a dancer? You are a dancer starting out. Were you a dancer?
I used to dance back in the days as well, yeah.
Do you have a couple of dance moves you could show us?
You say tomorrow at the concert.
Okay, on to the next one. Now, how was it like working with Sauti Sol on Melanin? And what was the creative process, and how did you guys get together to work with Sauti Sol?
Good guys, great guys. They're my friends, you know, and we've been talking about the collab for long. For almost 3 years, and when we decided to do the song, it was very easy because I remember I went to the studio with them around 2 a.m. or thereabout, you know, and the song was pum 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 in no time. My verse was recorded in less than 2 minutes.
So maybe you hear the beat or you listen to the beat. Do you write down the lines or do you just flow?
It's very easy. I try to visualize what I want to sing about, then I paint it in my mind, in my head, then I write it, then I sing it.
Wow, that's amazing. Now, from God Over Everything to Wilmer, what's the difference between the two albums, or how have you changed ever since you released the previous album to Wilmer?
Yeah, it's 2 different albums, and it's just all it says is a young man it's a young boy that has turned to a young man. So it's growth. You know, the music has grown, the lyrics, the mode of writing, recording has changed. You know, so it's growth for me from God.
You do have a younger brother, right?
Yeah, little brother.
What's that one trait that you like your young brother to emulate from you? What's that one thing that you think your young brother should pick from you?
He has so many traits of me, you know, but I would still want him to understand life in its simplest form. You know, I would still want him to understand that, listen, in life, if you give, you earn, we live to learn. It's that easy.
Having a child, a daughter, how has it changed your life?
It's a blessing. It's a big blessing, and I'm forever thankful to God for that, for the gift. You know, I can't even explain. You can't even explain. You know how it is. You always want to rush home.
Yeah. You know? Do you have slang? In Kenya we do have Swahili. Our major language is English and Swahili. Then we have a slang called Sheng. Do you have slang in Nigeria? If so, could you teach us our word?
Like what? What slang do you want to use?
For example, something that a situation that's critical in slang in Kenya is called ngori.
Okay, like when you want to say something that doesn't have a word. You know, you could say no level.
No level. Yeah. No level, man. Now, you can't leave this show without a gift or something. So yeah. I have an artist, a Kenyan artist. He's drawn a photo of you and your daughter. It's called Ali. So Ali, kindly join us on the set.
Oh wow!
Welcome.
Hey brother. Nice to meet you, my brother.
Could you have a look
at
our work?
Wow!
Show it to the cameras.
Wow, this is beautiful.
Do you like it?
I love it.
That's
wow, asante sana.
Karibu.
Wow, this is lovely.
But you can follow Ali on IG at YMA Kenya.
Let me say that. Yo, there's the camera.
This is the camera.
Thank you very much, Ali. Thank you. I love this. This is special. You know, I think I have to fly this privately to Nigeria. Yeah, you can follow Ali. Ali made this for me. Thank you, Ali. At YMA Kenya.
Yeah.
Wickedest.
Now, lastly, Chairman Angoma, what should your fan expect tomorrow, Palike SEC?
Expect fire.
More to do.
Expect more fire. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be Koof. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much. Could you do a drop for me?
Okay.
Ranking hanging out with Simba on SDE.
Okay. Hey good people, this is Patoranking and I'm hanging out with Simba on SDE. Keep watching. YSF.
YSF.
Luxray